because you let the YouTube just play the next one in the queue list, and here you are. So we are currently in the subterranean of the city of Valentia after coming back from a fight with Alma. We discovered that there was some strange, colorful eggs around the city, which led us to a cryptozoologist by the name of Professor Jasper Murdoch. What the heck is that?
Noises?
Well, yeah. I knew that.
Unpleasant ones?
Mm-hmm. And together with the professor, you followed a trail back to the bottom of the sandwich shop into the cellar and found a hole that was much bigger than you expected. And you descended quite a ways down that hole, about 310 feet to be exact, before reaching a kind of flat, like what do you call that when that happened? A plateau at the bottom there. And you found yourself in more tunnel, but this one had the dirt walls had degraded over time, and it was exposing familiar obsidian wall and tower had found that one of the exposed parts had a glowing symbol etched in pulsing with power, and that's kind of where we left it at discovering that geometric like source on the wall.
Did we had a mind blink going, right?
Yes, you did. Sans the professor.
I don't fuck with magic much. Can somebody who has a bit more magic knowledge come take a look?
I'll try. So it's reminiscent of the yay big / so large. Is that what I'm gathering? Obsidian, familiar obsidian and glowing runes.
It seems like very akin to the
bag of chips, as it is.
the tombs that you've gone into before. The one that was in Mayfield that you first found, and the one that was way out in the Wild West area.
Okay.
That you went in with Silas. They were all kind of made from this material. This is very similar to that, if not exactly the same.
And you know what? Maybe all of us should just take a look at this point, because I think there has been some experience that has gone around.
Ooh, I got a 0.
You guys are
still did better than me.
Oh yes, they are. Okay, that's right. You asked about that.
What do you think, Straw?
Yeah.
Did it go?
Yep.
Oh, now I see it. Sure. It definitely does seem to be pulsing some sort of magic. That's not the right term. It's not like pulsing magic into you or anything like that, but it does seem to be of some sort of magic power behind.
It pulses
behind
with
that,
magic.
Like, yes. School-wise, I would say it just feels like it is raw magical force.
The magic is raw.
It's raw.
It doesn't look to you like it is a particular like spell glyph of any kind, anything like that. It just seems to be magic coursing through it.
This weave is so raw, its potential is still literally infinite.
Brock,
does it look like a genie requesting what my wishes are?
And the tunnel will continue the direction that you've turned the corner. You know, you've come around a corner and found this thing, and there is a tunnel that keeps going. And I know that some of you have dark vision. I believe it will keep going, and you will lose sight of its end, because that's pretty much how far that tunnel goes.
It was just like on the wall of the tunnel, or
it's on there. So there's like dirt. There's like a dirt tunnel that you're walking through. But there's areas where the dirt has come away from what now you can see there. It's as if there was once just an obsidian hallway here, but over time dirt had filled this space, or earth had filled the space, and something has bore the dirt away. And in some areas the walls of this obsidian space are exposed.
So could we assume it was like the underground? I mean, because actually both the places we went into were underground, right?
That's right.
The first one was dug up, and the other one, I don't remember exactly, but so can we assume that this is one of those places?
You can assume anything you want. That's the beauty of assumption. No one can stop you.
Awfully dungeon to me.
Who was leading?
You said who was leading?
I have
was leading.
Tower. Here's the order I have. I have Tower, Aranoa.
I'm in the
Flint,
way back.
Professor Shaw.
Professor Shaw.
Yeah. Yes.
With that
Yeah, where-
heavy idea.
so smart.
Professor
That
Maddox.
got you a doctorate.
Professor Maddox. I was trying to just shorten
I get
his
ya.
stuff down.
That's Mr.
as much as
Dr.
I could.
Professor Shaw to you.
Yeah.
Shall we continue onward and shall we ditch this person here? I
Damn.
think that they'll be in more danger than a help.
And you think leaving them in these tunnels is all right when the creature
Yeah,
could come
he's-
up at any time?
He's vulnerable here.
Yeah.
All right. Not particularly. Hilarious, perhaps.
I'm assuming you all are speaking in your mind, and you will see
Yeah.
Professor Maddox go up and examine the sigil, the markings himself.
Sir, do you happen to know anything about this? The pointing to the sigil.
Yeah, what's your experience with dungeons?
Right. Let me take a look here. Not a goddamn thing, I'm afraid. Does seem to be of an ancient make. Perhaps of the first people. I have no idea.
It's not your area of expertise, huh?
Certainly not cryptozoology as I know it to be, but perhaps one can dream.
In your heads, you'll hear a request asking, can someone please escort this gentleman, Professor Maddox, down the hall and have his attention in a different direction for just a little while? I'm thinking about pulling out the all that and seeing how it's responding to the current situation.
All right. What do you think over here? This burrowing here. Can you tell me more about that? I bring him away.
Ah, yes. Well, from the grooves in the wall, it appears to be some kind of creature's claw, I would say. Perhaps, approximately 10 to 15 feet tall by the size of the incisor. And then he'll trail off.
Scientific crumble.
Not paying any attention to the very specific clues that were being given in the background, Tower will pull out the all that and see what that feels like.
It feels about the same.
Give it a little spin, a little flip, kind of a toss, see if it gets any reaction.
It doesn't seem to react in the way that you're thinking based on how it's reacted to things before.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that having this in your hand now, there seems to be a kinship of technology here. And I would say you would see just the faintest little pulse of arcane light. Kind of, I've drawn this thing for you before.
Mm-hmm.
And forget, like, there's different little shapes on the disc portions. You would see that light kind of traveling along those grooves, those gold
Is it the same
grooves.
color of light?
In this case, yeah, it would be. You would see it kind of follow those patterns.
Are the patterns the same?
Not quite, no. But they're not unlike. They're not completely...
Like
out
same
of the realm of-
language, but not the same words.
Certainly not. Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's behaving a little differently. Like the thing that's on the disc is like like a permanent design, where this thing on the wall is kind of like shifting slightly, almost like a screensaver.
Oh.
These geometric patterns. That's how I would describe it.
Making mental notes of all that, Tower will slip it back in the backpack and close it up with the arcane lock.
Yes, I would say it's bipedal, if not for all the different markings.
Different markings.
Well, yes, the congruent gouges in the sides here indicate appendages passing at the same moment. But far too many for a bipedal creature, as far as we know it. I'm sure, but.
So do you think it's multiple creatures or one that has many appendages?
Well, hard to say without seeing the specimen myself, but I suppose if we carry on, a meet cute is imminent. Yes.
I don't know if I'd phrase it that way, but all right. Now go back towards everyone else.
Yes, that's all very interesting, Professor. And you'll see Tower kind of roll his eyes a little bit. And say, I think we should continue on. I mean,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To adventure.
And Tower, you make it a good 50 feet if you're going to continue down this path. Is that what I'm hearing? I'll need a dexterity save out of you now. Because I remember what all the stealths were last time.
Don't know why I have on advantage, but we usually take the first there anyway.
As you walk and get about 50 feet down this passage, from a nearby smaller hole in the wall, you are able to move out of the way as some sort of small entity hangs halfway out and claws in your direction. You have dark vision. It looks a little less gooey too. You can see parts of like fur on this creature, though it is heavily malformed as it lashes out. You can definitely go ahead and try and attack this creature if you want to.
Yeah, I think I will, but not with my own hands because I had Fat Bottom Girl out. So I'm gonna go ahead and have her take a swipe at this thing.
That will hit, and you will destroy this creature.
Is there some kind of nature check or something that can be made about what is the nature of this creature that I was attacked by and thusly destroyed?
What do you mean?
You said there was a creature. I want to know what kind of creature. What was the creature? And I'm wondering if I might be able to make a nature check.
Sure, go ahead. Make a nature check. It seems like it might have been similar to the things that you found earlier.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I forgot that was the description of it. Well, it does seem like these things are going to be jumping out at us, so keep a close eye all around you. Because that was scary.
Oh no, this place is crawling with them.
At that moment, you can see some debris give way in the tunnel, just light sprinkling of dirt as if something is being disturbed.
Yeah.
You also begin to hear the sound of high-pitched chittering from down in the dark.
I don't like that word.
Good to know, though. You both playing my games, too. Perhaps we should back up a bit. I think we're going to have company here.
All
I
right.
back up a good amount so that I can use my bow.
Tower does not back up despite saying back up.
I'm going to back up like 50 feet from everyone.
Just in case, side blades out, shield out, and I'd also like to pull out the gem of trucing.
Okay.
Just in case.
Professor, you better come back here with me.
Of course. Change positioning.
Do you have a shield or anything?
No, absolutely.
I ready my lasso.
I have a sextant.
Great.
Doctor, get behind me.
When we're done here, I want to get a bit closer look at that thing, but put that away. Get your hands ready.
Right. Fisticuffs then. Here we are. And you will start to see what looks to be about 40 entities that are kind of running in your direction along the walls of this tube.
40?
Kind of doing like a corkscrew kind of formation where they start on the same ground as you, but start curving up and around the ceiling and coming, back around. With the dark visions that you guys have access to, those of you that can see that far would start to see it. They're fast approaching, and you kind of have the upper hand in terms of being able to attack them. So you all can do what you want to do in this moment.
Yeah, basically, as soon as they get in range, Tower will pull out a gun and start. And basically, I started blasting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can take those shots. If or are we doing initiative? I don't know how.
Oh, that's the one I got rid of. Dang it. Yeah, we can do that. Go ahead.
Which one?
Initiative?
Initiative or attacks?
Oh, attacks. We'll just take it in the order that you're in right now.
Sure, fair. Here we
Is that in
go.
order?
Yeah. So that's an attack, and I do a second attack, and then I get an offhand attack as well.
That was 3. 1, 2,
Yep.
3. That is 3 hits for sure, and 3 explodes.
Well, at least they look like they go down quick.
Who was after tower now? Because I think Aranoa moved, right?
Yeah.
Did you go to the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Who's
sheriff, I guess.
behind? Okay, then the sheriff, then Shaw, then the other. Okay, so Flint, it is you. As you see, 3 explode, but the corkscrew is a coming.
Gods, I wish I had some AoE.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
This party is hilarious.
Yeah, definitely don't have anything for a swarm of creatures, so I'm just going to start throwing side blades into the mass, and I'll just throw a couple more just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that should be my sum total of attacks there.
2 of those are gonna hit as 2 more explode.
How do you turn down volume on this?
Good question. I felt the same. I just
I'm not
adjusted
hearing
the video
music.
volume. Are you still part of the
No, I wasn't.
activity?
No,
Okay.
I should. Okay, fair
I
enough.
saw it was
Let me
still
grab
there,
it.
so I threw
Oh
it.
yeah, I wasn't on that either.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was hearing the
activity's still up.
background music on roll 20.
It's not that.
I just adjusted the actual video volume. It's right underneath it.
Mhm.
It didn't do anything for me.
Really?
What the hell? I think I'm just gonna have to leave.
Okay. It's all right.
No,
I don't know how to help you. Works on mine.
because when I try to click on maybe like that, no. Yes.
Okay. That would mean it is your turn, Shaw.
Sorry, just a sec. I can't.
Mhm.
How the heck do I leave?
Uh-oh. Trapped in a YouTube video. Also, I'm gonna go grab some water real quick.
Oh, like that? Okay. Whew. Wow. I'm gonna whip them. Whip them good. Oh no!
Oop, that's wrong. Where are you? Ooh. One of those will get through, the other will not. Okay, and that means Aranoa.
I'm in the... Oh, did Flint already go?
No.
Sorry.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
That's your
before
turn.
me.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I already looked in the firearms handout. I don't see
Mhm.
anything that is describing how my rifle works, or like I bought that a while ago and I never actually put it onto my sheet because I don't know that I ever had the actual stats for it. So at some point I need to get
Oh,
that.
interesting.
I'm saying that
Interesting.
so that I don't forget later. I'm just going to use my bow for now. I don't need it for
okay.
right now because I don't want to weigh things down with that. So I'm going to fire off my bow at 2 different ones, hopefully.
Oh yeah, both those will get through. There's 2 more dead.
And does it seem like there's I meant to ask this first. I'm a big dumb. Is there like a big one in sight, or are they all kind of similar size?
They all seem vaguely similar. There's some variation, but they all look juvenile from what
Got it.
from what you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have Steel Defender with me, so I don't have a whole lot to use my bonus action for. So that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. They still have 1 round before they actually make it to you.
How many more
So
are
we'll
there?
go- From what you can see here, it looks like quite a bit.
Oh, you said 40 at the beginning, right? God damn,
Yep.
that's a lot.
Said about.
Okay, I think that means another round of attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bad
Yep.
a few. Bad a few.
A boom, and then a boom.
Boom, a boom, and then a boom. That is 3 more gone. For what it's worth, you are cutting through this little
Nice.
horde. I believe that means it is Flint.
As I double-checked my collection of abilities, I confirmed that I have nothing for an area like this. And so I will continue throwing knives of Psy.
Yes.
Some decent ones, too.
3 more explode.
Oh, sorry, that's me. Then.
Yeah, it is you. That's true.
Did it go twice?
It did. That is 2 more. Destroyed. Aranoa, you can practically see the milky eyes as the front is
I'm like
beginning
50
to reach
feet
Tower.
behind everyone, so I don't think I quite see eyes yet.
Tower, you can see the milked over eyes of these deformed mammalian creatures that are charging forward.
I don't like it.
So many of them, they just keep going and going and going.
That looks like one of those will do.
Mm-hmm.
Their turn.
Brace for impact.
Tower, Aranoa. Oh, no, sorry. Tower, looking at the order wrong. Tower, Flint, Shraw, you are all going to get at least 1 attack of opportunity here as they kind of rush through you. So you can go ahead and do those while I roll something else.
25 attack rolls later.
We're seeing those, FYI.
That's okay. So you can see that that is Tower, the natural 1 that are trying to attack. That is Flint with a 12. With a 12. Shraw, I believe that 16 is Aranoa, and I think that still misses. And the last one is Professor.
My AC is 14.
Oh, is that right? You take 3 damage from one of these creatures clawing you. Did you guys do your attacks of opportunity?
I did. I rolled a 9.
Right.
Or I rolled a 2 and got a 9.
Oh, I see. Did you do yours? Is this yours, Flint? 12? Okay, that will take care of 1. And Shraw, you can have 1 as well, I said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Aranoa.
That will also take care of 1. Another one bites the dust. Tower, back to you.
Sweet Tower.
Sweet Tower, back to you.
Getting rid of the guns or holstering the guns while Fat Bottom Girl starts putting in work of her own. Could she do that? She do that goo. That's a 1. That's a 2-y. And gonna blow a key point here. And Flurry of blows this mof. Says, I can do this thing. What's a 3 and a 4?
Some sort of burst ability?
Some sort of... Isn't that Flurry of blows? Am I tripping about this?
No, I mean like an actual area burst.
Oh, I do, but only upon pulling out Fat Bottom Girl. I did think about that, but she was already out, so...
Another handful explode. You can see them starting to skitter out of formation. Flint, anything you want to do to this group that you're kind of swarmed by?
I continue doing this.
And
Ooh.
You know what? I'm just going to say, for the sake of what's happening, that crit swaths through a good handful.
One well
There
placed
is
up.
very few left. Shraw, you can see that after that, they are literally starting to scatter, but they cannot burrow quick enough as the remainders are splattered. It seems quiet relatively in these tunnels now.
Move ahead. It's not too
I
late.
wonder what they were running from.
Running from. Why do you got thoughts like that in my head?
They were running towards the hole that we came in, right?
Well, sure.
In that direction.
There's only 2 directions they could go. So
so maybe they were trying to get out, but if they burrowed, then maybe not. I don't know.
Just feels like something worse is coming.
Yeah.
Could we tell based off of what little we know, do they seem like the creatures that we are dealing with up above?
If you want to take time to look, as the professor is already down with some sort of utensil, kind of stick parts of
Professor?
the corpse.
What do you say? Is that them?
Well, it appears some of these have reached gestation. Some are still undercooked, as we've said before. Remarkable, really. Mammalian in nature, we had guessed, but highly adaptable. Yes, fascinating. Hello?
Just waiting.
Sorry, just a mouthful of fried chicken.
Where'd you get fried chicken down here?
Oh, please. I wouldn't eat that. These things are not clean.
I'm sorry, I'm notoriously hungry.
I would say yes, these are the same creatures, though very different from what we saw before.
Do you think all of them is what dug these tunnels?
I am still under the hypothesis that the creature that dug this hole is much larger than the creatures we're dealing with now. If I had to guess, knowing what I know about nature, this is a child offspring situation. We have not found the source.
Let's keep looking.
Gotta find the big one then.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed. But better myself. After you.
Erna, do you want to take up the rear this time?
I mean, I'm good with being towards the front. Just, if I have the opportunity to go back, I will, because I'm a little bit squishier. Sorry, I guess that's not clear. No, I'll stay up towards the front for now, and I'll fall back if I need to.
You read my mind. Because I was like,
I know, I talk in circles, guys. Yeah, sorry.
You're fine.
It's all good. All right.
Marching on, you walk
Indeed.
further into this tunnel. As you do, you will begin to notice that the density of eggs that are sort of encrusted in the walls are getting a little bit denser in terms, or is that the right phrase? There's more of them.
Is anybody... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Well, I was just going to do role play stuff, but please describe the place we're in better first. I'd rather know where we are.
They're becoming more and more clustered with eggs, and that I think I described just like a film that kind of coated them before. It is definitely more present than it was before. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see probably a good 100 feet down with your dark. I mean, how far can you see with your dark vision? That's what I should really ask.
Oh boy, that's full. I believe it was 60 feet, but I'm going to double check that because it could absolutely.
I'm also 60 feet.
Okay. Well, I would say that because of this, you can still. It's hard to make out the details.
Ooh.
Okay, with 120, you can definitely see there is a faint light around another corner that looks to be at the end of this 100-foot tunnel area.
Mm-hmm. I mentioned that because that seems ominous. Has anybody come up with any clever ideas on how to destroy all of these eggs without possibly missing any? Because
fire would be the thought for me.
That's being it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
I believe. I just feel like fire leaves too much to chance, but perhaps not. Perhaps that is the best way. It did deal with the cats pretty well, right?
Oh boy!
I'm not talking about the cats.
If only we had a few dozen cats right now.
In that region is probably still occurring.
That is a great point, Shaw. If we had a lot of those cats, these two problems would fix each other. That's all I'm saying.
If we could just introduce cats into the ecosystem, surely we could break two at once.
Thoughts for later, perhaps.
I look. Is this a chat that's happening in the Mind Link or out loud?
Yes, this is Mind Link chat. I don't want to bring up the cats in front of other people.
Damn shame. I think that would have been funny.
Oh, fair enough.
I totally would have turned back to him and said, long story.
Do you continue towards the
yes.
light?
Oh, yeah. Got to continue towards the light. I asked the group, do we want to stick together or shall I scout ahead and let you know what I see?
Perhaps scout?
10-4. Power breaks off and stealths on ahead.
Go ahead, make stealth.
I will. Just as soon as I get my character sheet up and running again. It seems like that should have stayed up the whole time, but sometimes I'm not very bright.
18. Making your way through this darkness, being careful around these clusters of eggs that you're passing. I will say, as you do pass one section, there is a particular egg that you hear crack and the little of something coming to life.
Should we
the
not be
first time.
stomping these as we go across?
It is totally unaware of you, this newly hatched form. That is up to you if you decide to deal with it now or not.
Oh yeah, Tower very quickly plucks that bud. Yeah.
Grabbing this creature, you feel it. It is furry in nature, though, like not enough. Like you feel like this creature should have more hair, but it's also just like bare skin in places, and it's just like writhing. You've grabbed it by what seems to be its neck now, and it's just screaming. Like I feel like if you grabbed a cat from its neck area in the tunnel there before finally you just send it to the afterlife.
Fluffy Wuffy isn't very fluffy, is he?
Furry, but not enough. It's really good. Thank you. That's really good.
I don't know how else to describe it.
No, it's great. Like it's perfect, and I feel it. So I appreciate that.
One of my favorite horror suggestions is like take the mundane and make it just not quite right.
Yeah. Furry, but not enough. I feel like we all got to edge off that.
Yeah.
This poor mangy creature.
Yeah.
Maybe we should be popping the eggs before they hatch too, like stabbing them. I say over the mind link.
Well, that's what I was thinking, stomping.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you meant once they hatched or like immediately.
No, I mean,
like
as
just
many
standing here
eggs
waiting.
as possible.
I'm
Just
good with
smash
that.
them.
Okay, yeah, Aranoa goes over and starts poking him with her spear. Just
I'll start stomping and smashing.
And over the mind link, Tower will just say like, I think we do need to kill them all. I feel like doing each egg individually is going to end up being impractical.
Absolutely, but for now, we're in this area. We're standing here waiting.
So
they make me uncomfortable. I don't want them to start hatching and screaming.
But boy, howdy, Tower. That sure is some great insight. What's your solution to the problem?
Yeah.
I heard fire.
Just know that
while we're in it.
Yeah, we have to have a good way to do that, and I don't know if we do.
Just know that.
Oh shit! You know what I still have?
What?
I've got the accelerant cactus hooch still.
Oh.
I still have enough of the high proof shit that I could probably get a good blaze going.
We would need to gather them all in one place.
Cantrip too, so I could
there you go.
Fire off a lot, but goddamn.
Just make a big pile at the end of this all and light it ablaze.
Just know that as you're breaking,
you say we have. You saying move all the eggs?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Smashing them is gonna take.
I imagine that they're like fixed in some way, like in a web of some kind. Like, no way. Just burn them where they lay.
That's a lot of accelerant we're gonna need. Dom, I know you've been trying to describe something. Please,
sorry.
I want to hear it.
As you're breaking these things, it's gross.
I bet.
It's thick and gooey. It reeks beyond belief. It's like sour to a point of sweet. It's so hard. Like it almost completely goes back around the spectrum. Like it is putrid. And sometimes when you're breaking these eggs, it's just goo. And sometimes there is a partially formed thing that never was.
Gross.
It's gross. Tower, as you, I assume, are going to try and look around the corner for that light.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You can see the light is emanating from a chamber, small, probably 10 by 10, more like 15 by 15, box-like chamber that seems to be at the end of this tunnel expanse. Because of the way the light is now beaming at you, it's hard to make out detail in that box, but that is where it is coming from.
I described the box and this odd thing that I see.
It's like you're staring at the end of a floodlight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah. That's why you can't really see fully what's going on in there. But
do we still have dynamite?
We do have dynamite.
What do you mean we still have dynamite?
That's brilliant. Yeah, I have dynamite. I have a stick. Totally.
I still have a live missile from a walker.
We have explosives.
Whatever that means.
That still requires gathering them all in one place, though. That's something to think about. See, in the fire thing, I feel like unless they're all in one place, it leaves lots of the imagination as to what can escape. Anyway, we can go on. I'm going to...
I can't believe none of us have AoE.
Mm-hmm.
My dear extended law-abiding family, when the fuck are you going to tell me we still had explosives?
I've just had it in my backpack this whole time. It's not like it's dangerous.
Anubis, give me strength.
It's
yeah. I am going to go around this corner and try to get a better view of the flooding light that I see.
You sure there's no one in there? Or nothing in there?
I am not sure of that. But it's better to risk one than us all at the same time.
I disagree. It's worse for you to go in by yourself. We have a better chance of everyone getting out if we're with you.
Oh, I'm very fast and dexterous. You already
These things are moving fast as hell.
I got them.
How far away are you looking
at this point? About 100 feet.
Oh wow! Maybe we should move up just a little bit.
I think so. Let's move up to the next set of
100 feet for me is one round.
Let's move up 50 feet. And get the eggs up there. And while we do, I'm also going to use my magical tinkering to make something like the shirt of each of us smell like mint so that we don't have to smell this nastiness.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome. So they approach another 50 feet, but I will continue forward to try to glean more information.
So you're gonna go in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up on in there stealthily, of course, as best I can, and ready to bolt as soon as I need to.
Entering this box, as I've described it, for better or for worse, and getting past the light that's here, so you can actually see. You will see that this box, there isn't really any dirt. It looks to be completely obsidian here, like very much like what you saw before. And there is like a round embedded source in the wall that is acting like a light. What else you see in this room is that it is completely coated in that ick.
Oh.
And towards the back of the room, there seems to be a big pane of what once was some kind of glass that has been completely broken. And the wall behind that glass as well, which there would be like a 5-foot space from where the glass is broken to the back wall. And it's probably the length of the box back there. A bored out hole. That continues on, and you can see light pouring from that hole as well.
Yeah. No living creatures thus far, except for, the ones... Well, is something in an egg living? I guess that's for the moralists to discuss. However, nothing that looks like it's going to attack immediately in this room that I am currently standing in. Very oddly, but it looks like whatever dug the hole continued through this space and moved on. I think you're safe to come to where I am now.
Make a
one assumptive
intelligence check.
Intelligence check. Here we go.
Yeah.
I rolled.
No, don't worry about it. It's all good.
I think we should worry about it.
Cool. Are the rest following?
Yep.
Yeah. Cracking eggs along the way.
Are you gonna go past the glass and into the next tunnel area?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
Not sure what we're gonna do first, but I definitely want to get everybody in here taking a look around at everything that was just described at me.
I would like to, while we are on the way, use my shield's perception bonus and make a quick perception around here. Pretty sure the true seeing gem should still be active just in case.
Okay. I would say you don't see any visible creatures, anything like that. It looks pretty much like it looks. 11 perception. You can see that same kind of energy that was coming off the glyphs seemed to have been running to the ceiling above where this glass wall was, like in the space between the glass wall and the normal wall. It seemed to have been moving to the middle of that chamber. If that makes sense. And now that all that is broken, it seems to be bleeding back towards the next tunnel.
What?
Not sure I fully got that.
So the same energy that was on the wall with the symbol,
right?
With your gem of true seeing and all that, you can see that there's like a current of it that is running back from where you came and ending at the ceiling of this area. Like you're in a box, and the back of the box had what once must have been like a glass wall or a glass containment that has been completely shattered, right? So power, that energy was moving itself to the top of that containment area. Now that the glass is completely busted through and the back wall's busted through, you can see that energy is continuing on to the tunnel.
All right, but and removing the lens, can I see it without that? All right, then I will acknowledge it. Looks like there's some sort of arcane circuit going through here. Looks like it continues on through the tunnel over yonder. Some sort of magic source.
Do you think it's safe to continue down that tunnel, or would we be damaged?
I don't know, but I do think it is the path.
Fair enough. Let's trek onward. Or perhaps you should stay back here and I'll take a look a little bit on ahead.
Well, if you can't see the circuits, I can't promise you're going to know exactly where you're going. Then again, clonk, clonk. Yeah, I ain't exactly the stealthy type right now.
Well, perhaps it's better to stick together in this case, as was said before, and keep your eyes, clunky as they might come with me.
And assuming Tower is first to go through, it is actually only a short ways, as it's only about 20 feet at a sloped decline that this next tunnel, that's all there is to it before it opens up, and you can see some source of natural light kind of hitting the ground on the opening of this tunnel on the other side. Did I describe that correctly? Does that make sense?
Where's the natural light coming from?
Wherever this tunnel ends, which is only 20 feet at a decline.
So like another room or space or something like that. Gotcha. Yeah. I continue on into that space, I think.
This opens up into a massive chamber. As you look around, there is just pockets of light coming from the ceiling that's sort of lighting the space pretty dimly in most cases. It is filled with what looks to be a lot of eggs.
More than before?
And more than before.
Oh God. I thought I heard more than 4.
Let me just see if I can't move you to a place.
And they don't stop coming.
I feel moved.
They stop coming, and they don't stop.
You would have can you see this page?
Yes.
You've come from this direction.
I did not see that. One more time. Yep. Okay. I see it at the bottom there.
That is about what you see as you come in the space.
Oh boy.
I don't like the space. For starters, I can see it.
Sorry.
I do see the time. Don't worry. I'm ready to wrap up soon.
And yeah, we're all together down here. So yeah, let's keep moving forward, I guess.
Should we sneak?
Yes, we should absolutely be sneaking as best as we can.
Perhaps I'll wait here in this chamber and you can tell me when it's over. Though I would like to see it in action. I'll keep my distance. How about that?
Just be ready to protect yourself.
Whatever you think is best, Professor.
Mind your position, and you're about to be in the flash zone.
Or rather, keep your back to a wall.
Although they do burrow, so that might not help.
True.
You do not currently see any entity upon first glance.
It's like, what? Second thought, just, best judgment.
I see 2 stealths from Tower.
I am wearing cool boots.
Oh, cool.
Let's see. I believe I've got disadvantage. Where is my button? Button. Where is the button?
Okay.
Yep.
Are you supposed to be at that house, Flint?
I don't think so. Did we cast spells today? Like, how much of an adventuring day have we had prior to this point? We are back from...
No, you rested before doing this. You did. You almost did, but I thought you did.
Excuse me while I put myself at proper numbers. All right. Right as rain again. We're good.
Okay. Can I retcon a thing?
What?
In that last chamber we were in, I just went ahead and filled up my guns.
Okay, sure. That's fair enough.
That was it.
Okay. Looking at these again. Okay. What would you like to do?
I think we just keep on pressing on until we find the thing we're looking for. We're looking for a big thing.
The top of this chamber seems to be about 80 feet or so up.
Mm-hmm. This is a big chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the edge of this.
You said you're looking for a thing, so I'd allow for perception checks.
Would love it. Here we go. Wow. Things I'm good at, I'm just rolling shit.
And you can do one too, Flint.
Oh, sorry.
In fact, you should have advantage, right?
Yep, one tick.
Please do one.
What is this? Let me see here. Yeah, looking around the space, you just see a lot of eggs. It's not until you look up, Flint, towards the center of the chamber above this area, clinging with multiple arms, you can see a giant furry mass twist a horrific visage your direction as it falls to the floor. Let me use these new.
It's like Oma. Isn't that what it's called?
I was gonna say it's like Oma got fused with a fucking rabbit.
Yeah.
Bask in the presence.
Oh, I'm scared.
Of the Oosterhaus.
The Oosterhaus. I love that. And
I think that's where we can end this as it clambers to the ground, letting out a horrific hair-like screech.
Wow.
Very cool.
We're here, guys.
Yeah.
Death is on its way.
Very cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start recordings.
Aren't they beautiful?
It's really it's something.
It's glorious.
You can zoom in. It's better. Yeah.
Oh, I zoomed in real good.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.